welcome to everyone, my lovely lads. Well, I was pretty much up and down to see this amazing event, and so far, man, so many surprises, so many upsets. But the greatest upset of the event was Alexa Grasso, as Alexa Grasso really pulled it out. She did a great job. Got to say hats off to Alexa Grasso, man. That's not something I was expecting. I haven't seen that one coming. Like Alexa Grasso did a really, really great job, and she destroyed, literally destroyed Valentina Shevchenko. And I wonder now, is John Jones the greatest of all time? Yes, yes, absolutely. Uh, what happened, Kevin? Hey, my fan of the year, how are you doing? What happened with Parlay? Because of Alexa Grasso, right? I didn't bet on Valentina Shevchenko, wasn't confident in that fight. Really, my prediction was fight starts round 4, but I wasn't confident in Valentina Shevchenko to win. Yes, it lost. Sorry to hear that, man. Odds were too high. I was uh, I was scared to bet on Valentina Shevchenko. Just don't know why I was scared. I said fight starts round 4 as I was super super scared of that fight. But I lost on gun because Jones submitted him pretty much fair and square, and yes, true. I shouldn't have done her. Well, you couldn't know, man. I mean, you couldn't know. I also lost on guns, so it happens. But this weekend, I think of putting some money on Merab. Like it's 5 rounds, so I'm not sure yet. But I've seen that Merab is plus 190 or something like that. I've seen Merab is a crazy underdog, which, according to my mind, is a bit crazy. Merab, Amanyan. I'm thinking. I'm not saying I will. I'm still thinking. Uh, yes, Jan was robbed the last time. You are right. Let me check the odds. Plus 190 on Merab? Whoa. Why is he such a heavy underdog? I mean, Jan is a great fighter, but like plus 190. Why? Whoa. She was up 2-1 and 3-0 and win the fourth. I think she was up 2-1. I gave round 1 and round 3. And round 1 and round 3 I gave to Valentina. Round 2 I gave to Alexa Grasso, but Valentina was winning the fourth, yes. Jan has better striking. Yes, Jan definitely has better striking. But Merab is plus 190. I was like, what? No, when I've seen the odds, I was like, what the heck? Is this some kind of a joke? I mean, okay, Jan, okay for Jan to be minus 150, minus 180, but Jan was robbed in his last fight, that's true. But he lost. I mean, he was robbed, but he lost. He didn't lose to Sean O'Malley, but judges didn't give him the nod. KG, Valentina will be back. I hope so. I hope so, Jay. I hope so. Valentina will be back. I also hope for the same. I mean, she was winning the fight, but made a mistake. Like, now we will never find out whether Erin Blankfield is better than Valentina Shevchenko because Erin Blankfield is fighting for the belt. Now she will square off against Alexa Grasso. Yeah, if she fights for the belt, she will square off against Alexa Grasso now. If she chooses to fight for the belt, which I don't know. I don't know whether that is going to happen or not. I'm pretty much unsure. But we will see. We will see how everything plays out. And if you're asking me, it would have been a smart choice to rebook quickly Alexa Grasso versus Valentina Shevchenko because this is first ever Valentina's loss, and she took it nicely. I mean, she was winning the fight. She took it nicely. So I think she deserves another shot, definitely. And John Jones is the greatest of all time. I can definitely confirm that John Jones is the greatest of all time. After winning Ciryl Gane, he won two titles. Like he won titles in two different weight classes. I didn't thought he was gonna win Gane that easily, but I can only say way to go. Like, okay, he was able to trick USADA. That's, I mean, I support that. But anyway, way to go, man. John Jones did a great job. Literally too easy win over Ciryl Gane. I haven't seen something like that in a while. Literally, for a very long time, I haven't seen such a victory, such a dominant victory. And sorry, because I'm streaming at this time later, I'm very busy. I need to write something. And yesterday I passed out, just to know. I was having big health issues. I passed out yesterday, so I'm still like, I'm still rocky. My vision is still rocky, blurred. I was there in this event and I was having 39 degrees temperature. Yes, I'm doing better. I didn't want to stop. I was having 39 degrees temperature. I was having a temperature, a flu, and I didn't want to stop because you have event once per week, so I would have felt like I've betrayed my fans. So I didn't want to do that. Well wishes to your brother, praying for you. Thank you so much, Roadrunners 51. I don't like to cry, that's not me. I said to myself I'm going to enjoy the whole event. And yeah, thank you. And yesterday I was feeling okay until I went to sleep. And when I tried to go to sleep near the refrigerator, something just blacked out. The only thing I remember, my leg buckled, I blacked out, and the next thing I remember is that I'm laying in bed. That's the next thing I remember. So I assume it was because it happened because I was too tired. I just don't know, but I simply, why would I miss the event? There is no price for missing the event. No, people are like saying, Vlad, you're pushing yourself too hard, etc. Yes, that is true. I'm later, I have to work something about BGG JER, and tomorrow, the day after tomorrow, I have something to write, I have something to work. Yes, I'm pushing myself, but I'm pushing myself for a reason. Because, this is passion, this is real passion, this is the best thing that has ever happened to me, and I want to be famous. I decided. I've chosen my route, I've chosen my goal, and I have the best fans in the world. So, but yeah, this was the second time in my life that I passed out. So, but it's okay. I mean, today I'm feeling fine. I was working today, I was recording videos, so you see, I'm feeling pretty much fine. Yes, that's why I didn't stream yesterday because I passed out and I didn't want to risk. But right now my health is getting better. So thanks to everybody for supporting me, and thanks to everybody for staying with me. It really means a lot. Bo Nickel may be one of the fastest rising stars in the UFC. Don't push yourself too hard. Oh, thank you, Eric Dorman, my new member. Thanks so much for paying the membership, man. Really means a lot. Yeah, yeah. Well, that's why yesterday I didn't stream because I passed out. But I'm fine now. Your cycling hat is sweet. Takes me back to my career in days. Oh, thank you, man. Yeah, this is cycling hat. This is yeah. This take a look. I bought it when I was in Bulgaria. Actually, the truth is that it's nice, very much nice hat. Yeah, it is cycling hat. And the other one I have is fishing hat. But for the other hat, people believe it's. I got my moniker, the Bulgarian cowboy, because of the other nickname, because of the other hat. People were saying it's cowboy hat, and I was like, no, it's not cowboy hat. You know, it's not cowboy hat. It's fishing hat. But people were like, oh, Bulgarian cowboy. I'm like, fine, and then it stuck. Then everybody started writing the Bulgarian cowboy in the chat, and actually, in the first place, I didn't like the nickname, but then I liked it. It's pretty much original. It's pretty much original. That nickname is pretty much original, so I started to like that. I'm not gonna lie. Right now, if you're famous under some moniker that is pretty much unusual, then it's pretty much fine. No. And today my mood is better, way better. Hello, James. How are you doing, man? James, just wanted to say yesterday I didn't stream because I passed out, so just wanted to tell you that. But I'm feeling good today. How's your puppy doing, man? Yeah, I've seen you were in the chat during the live for the UFC event, and I'm glad you're supporting me every single day whenever you can. I'm sorry because I can't stream later, but today I'm having so many obligations. I'm writing something. He is great. Yeah. So yesterday, I don't know what happened. It probably I was there in the event under flu. I was having 39 degrees temperature and flu, and I was trying to hide it from my fans. I was hiding that as much as I could because even when I'm sick, I can't miss the event. That's impossible. To miss the event, that's impossible. Someday I can miss the stream when I'm really busy with obligations. Like I am trying to stream at least half an hour every day, but when I'm not busy, I stay longer. What did you think of Valentina Grasso fight? Well, I was thinking Valentina was gonna win, but my prediction was fight starts round 4. I was afraid of Alexa Grasso's submissions, so I didn't have balls to bet on Valentina, and it seems this was a good decision. It seems this was a really good decision for not betting on Valentina Shevchenko. I didn't make a mistake, but I was thinking like -6 so low. I just said no. Just said no because odds were too high. And Bo Nickel fight, I said Bo Nickel submission round 1, and I was right about that. Yes, Bo Nickel might be one of the fastest rising stars in the UFC. Imagine that guy when he improves his striking. I mean, his wrestling submission game is already brutal. Imagine Bo Nickel when he improves his striking. Imagine what's gonna happen when he improves his striking. Yes, he is one of the fastest rising stars. That is absolutely 100% true. I really want to see how everything is gonna play out when he starts throwing haymakers. I mean, he doesn't have to know to throw legs and knees, but imagine Bo Nickel when he learns to box. That is going to be amazing. And Hamzat fight might actually happen sooner or later. That would be an epic fight. Bo Nickel is already having tons of followers on social media, and he might be one of the fastest growing stars of this amazing competition. I do agree with that. I do agree that he might be one of the fastest growing stars ever. And I do have a feeling that Bo Nickel is going to take over. And yeah, I already gave predictions for the upcoming week. I'm trying to stay busy, trying to keep myself busy. Pickett's team filed an appeal to the Nevada Athletic Commission accusing Nicola landing a knee to the groin during the first and only round of the fight. That knee was suspicious. Yes, I've seen they filed an appeal, and that knee was suspicious. I rewatched that fight. I think that knee was suspicious. I also thought it was to the nuts. I also thought that knee was to the nuts, but I don't know why referee didn't see that. Because to me, when I rewatched it really looked like it landed to the nuts, not straight to the nuts, but to the side of the nutshell. So the referee didn't see that, but that's how it looked to me. I don't know whether they are going to. There were a lot of nut shots all night. Yeah, man, this could have been the event of nut shots. There were tons of nut shots all night, and I think Bo Nickel's nut shot was unintentional, but on the other side, I blame referee for not seeing it. The referee had to see that. I don't know whether they are going to approve the appeal or not, but there is a good base for that appeal. There's a good assumption, there's a good will, there's a good base for that appeal. That's what I'm trying to say is they are appealing for a reason. I believe they are appealing for a good reason, but I don't know whether Nevada Athletic Commission accepts such appeals, and they very rarely overturn the contest unless you were high or unless you were on some banned substances. So I'm unsure what is going to happen next. Really, I would like to know what is going to happen next, and their appeals are like, yeah. How are you doing, man? Yeah, me. How are your cats doing? Oh man, I was looking some videos with the cats today. Pretty much enjoying. I was working also, so been a very very busy day today for me, and in the evening I also have to work. So it's not gonna be an easy night, easy day for me. But at the end of the day, I'm gonna enjoy. I am really gonna enjoy. You know, it's all about fighting. It's all about the will to survive. It's all about the will to battle it out, and I'm gonna battle it out. That's me. I'm a fighter. How's everything doing, man? Yeah, we've seen tons of nut shots in this fight card. Really, tons of nut shots. That was so like I could even call it a card of not shots, but I enjoyed like the majority of seconds. Everyone is fine, Vlad. Thank you for asking. Well, you have 5 of them, you know. Do you have the cutest cat to Moose? Do you have the cutest cat, or they are all cute? Like for me, every single cat is cute. Like when they purr, especially. I especially like when they purr. You know that purring. It really relaxes. That purring. You know, purring is so awesome. It relaxes me, and I am pretty much a big fan of cats purring. They are so cute, man. They are really doing a great job with relaxing people, calming people down, and for me, cats are actually giving me reason to live, man. You know, when I take a cat in my hands, that feel is amazing. I actually visited my relative recently, and he has a nice cat too. A really much nice meow mate. Both of my friends have meow mates, and the meow mates are, for me at least, a sense of. People are going to say you're crazy, what? But meow mates are a sense of life. No, at least they are friendly towards you. At least they really and honestly love you. But talking about this event, I was pretty much surprised because John Jones defeated Ciryl Gane that easily. They're all beautiful, even my black cat named Peekaboo. Peekaboo. Oh, Peekaboo. That's interesting name for a cat. So Peekaboo because she likes to play hide and seek, or because she likes to play mind games. Peekaboo is a nice name. Kinda reminds me on something related to Mike Tyson's boxing. He enjoyed playing peekaboo. Cats are pretty much no awesome animals. Really awesome animals. Everything is beautiful. Also, to say about this amazing event, one thing I especially enjoyed is that victory. Well, that victory of Mateusz Gamrot. I especially enjoyed that. And I especially enjoyed the bout between Shavkat Rakhmonov and Geoff Neal, as Geoff Neal really gave him a hard time. I was worried that Shavkat was gonna reject to fight because his opponent came in overweight. Also, Cameron Simon's opponent came in overweight, but that fight proceeded. Like Geoff Neal was 4 pounds heavier. I mean, he was heavier and stronger than Shavkat, which we've seen in the match, that he was way stronger and way heavier than Shavkat Rakhmonov, and Shavkat Rakhmonov was trying very, very hard to parry the opponent's sweeps and transitions, and Geoff Neal was pretty much stronger than Shavkat until round 3. Yes, I think Shavkat was up on the scorecards, but Geoff Neal really did a great job. Really one of the greatest jobs in the first 2 rounds, and then round 3 we've seen a standing rear naked choke on the end of Shavkat. Pretty much amazing. I love the Shavkat fight. Yes, I love that fight too. I was very worried about my parlay because Geoff Neal came in overweight, and when you're 4 pounds above the limit, it means a lot, you know. Pozdrav, brat. When you're 4 pounds above the limit, it means a lot. It's very, very, very hard, you know. It's very, very hard when you're 4 pounds above the limit. That is giving problems. That is giving many problems to people who share the cage with you. You know, 4 pounds is a lot. Like it's not heavyweight, it's welterweight. You know, 2 kilos above. Like somebody weighs 77 kilos and the other guy weighs 79, 80 kilos. It proceeds at catch weight, but it's never easy to fight an overweight guy. And I don't know, if I was Shavkat, I would have never accepted that fight. But way to go, Shavkat. Quick story, if you don't mind. His name is Peekaboo because when he used to live out in the woods, before I took him in, he would come to my house every night and wait for me to bring the food out. Oh, that's why you call him Peekaboo. Oh, that's interesting. That is pretty much interesting. But that's interesting name for a cat. It is very much interesting name for a cat, like Peekaboo. Peekaboo is pretty much a nice name for the cat. I actually like that. Smart cat. Yeah, very intelligent. Cats are actually very intelligent. I've seen on Instagram many videos of intelligent cats. On the porch, he would hide underneath the table down below outside, and every once in a while stick his head out to see if it was back in the house. It's kind of funny. Maybe he was scared. No, these are just cats. Maybe he was scared. You never know. I understand that sometimes cats are scared of us, and that's I don't know what to say. Maybe he was just afraid of you. I'm just saying, maybe the poor guy was afraid of you. Do you have any thoughts on Ricardo Ramos and Austin Lingo fight? Yes, I actually do. I think if I must lean, I would lean Austin Lingo if I really must lean. But I would go with over 1.5 or I would lean fight starts round 3. I think that's going to be turned into a technical war. But if you're asking me to pick a side, I would probably lean Lingo. I didn't place my bets yet. I'm still thinking. But I have a feeling Ramos is overrated. Really, really, for me, Ramos is overrated. Also, I really think Ramos is heavily, heavily overrated. But I'm watching some odds, and some odds are looking pretty much off. Yeah, some odds are pretty much looking off. For example, Carlston Harris is a favorite over Abubakar Nurmagomedov. I heavily disagree with that. Merab Dvalishvili is a heavy underdog against Petr Yan. Doesn't look promising to me. I mean, the line should be closer. Said Nurmagomedov, Jonathan Martinez. Said is a favorite, fine. Romanov, Volkov. Romanov is a slight favorite. Okay, Romanov is a grappler, but I don't know whether he can drag Volkov to the ground. I don't know whether he can drag Volkov to the ground. I'm thinking, but this card is fucked up for betting, man. Carl Williams versus Lukasz Brzezinski. I have a feeling Williams is gonna knock him out cold. Guido Canetti, Mario Bautista. Anything aside of Mario Bautista's victory is going to be a massive upset. But we mustn't write Canetti off. I mean, Guido Canetti knocked out Chris Moutinho, so yes, Bautista is a better fighter. Canetti is old, but we mustn't write him off. Tony Greville at plus 120 sounds like something it's not correct odds. Tony Greville is plus 120. Oh, he's the underdog against Victor Henry. I don't get it. Why would he be the underdog? This is a pick'em fight for me. I think it's worth trying. Tony Greville at plus 120. Pretty much worth trying. Yeah, Greville should be a pick'em. That's like the match between evenly matched fighters. If you're asking me, that's a match between evenly matched fighters. I do have a feeling these two guys are pretty much evenly matched. I'm probably going to bet on Said. Who else? I don't know. I rarely place two underdogs in a parlay. I very rarely do that. But let me see what else I could play. Maybe I'm gonna play Abubakar Nurmagomedov versus Carlston Harris not to go the distance. Aldrich versus Lipsky over 2.5. I'm probably gonna play that. Lingo Ramos, no. No, I'm thinking about putting some money on Merab. Yes, Jan is way better striker, but I think Merab could hold him on the ground. JJ Aldrich versus Ariane Lipsky over 2.5 sounds like a great call to me. Oh, no, you are correct. He was very hesitant at the time. Yeah. But these are cats, Cats need some time to break in, break in period. They need some time to get to trust you, to start trusting you. They have a trust issues, because these are cats. That's in their nature, They trust nobody because they are extremely cute and stubborn animals. That's like the part of their nature. Something I heavily disagree, but cat is a cat, man. It's a meow mate, so yeah, it's just a meow mate. Just a cute, nice meow mate. They are cute, man, but they are extremely stubborn. Sometimes it even irritates me how stubborn they can be. But that's just them, man. No, sometimes it's them, sometimes it's us, but at the end of the day, it's all about it. Vitor Petrino versus Anton Turkalj. That fight sounds entertaining to me. I have a feeling somebody gets finished here. I think not going the distance is a great call for that fight. Canati Bautista, Josh Fremd versus Cedric Dumas. I think Fremd is going to lose. I think Dumas is going to win that one. Rafael Assunção is okay underdog, but I think Davy Grant is tougher. I really think Davy Grant is tougher. Gustavo Silva versus Tyson Nam. Tyson Nam is unpredictable. Krylov and Spam fight is back on for Saturday. Still liking Krylov. Oh yeah, still staying with Krylov. Fight not going the distance. Of course, if I must pick a side, siding with Krylov because Krylov is gonna have the advantage if the fight advances into rounds 2 or 3. You were right when you said that Grasso would pose problems for Valentina, but if Valentina didn't throw that spin around kick, she was in control of that fight pretty much. Yeah, she was having the control, and I was afraid to place bet on Valentina because I knew that Grasso is one of the toughest girls in the division, and I was saying, oh, please, not another Tayla Santos fight, not another Tayla Santos fight, and I've seen some vulnerabilities in the fight against Tayla Santos, so that's why I was a bit hesitant to place a bet on Valentina Shevchenko. I was a bit hesitant to put a bet on Valentina Shevchenko, and I'm glad I was hesitant because I didn't make a mistake. I'm not saying I'm not going to make one, but luckily I didn't make it back then. It was luckily a good call, and for me, for everybody, it was a good call. I didn't make a bad choice. So yes, I'm still liking Krylov. I believe Krylov is. Maybe I'm gonna place no distance again, but I don't know. Maybe this time I'm gonna bet on Krylov. Like not going the distance is pretty much. It's gonna be a bad odd, I think, or maybe not. They didn't release not going the distance yet. I'll have to think, man. I'll really have to think what am I gonna play tomorrow. Do you think Volkov is winning? He has good chances. Romanov is very, very much overrated. I think he has good chances. I may have Cowboy jinxed everyone by saying I hope the Valentina fight isn't like the Blankfield and Andrade fight. Yes, I remember when I said that. Yes, I jinxed everyone. That is true. That is true, my friend. I hope isn't like Blankfield and Andrade, and it was exactly the reprise of Blankfield versus Andrade when it comes to a finish. Like, as soon as Grasso took the back, she was able to choke her out. So, yeah, it was an easy win for Alexa Grasso, and until that, Valentina was in total control of the fight until throwing that spinning back kick, and that spinning back kick was the beginning of the end for Valentina Shevchenko. Felt pretty much sorry for her when that happened. I would like to wear later etc, but today is just a very very busy day, and that's one of the reasons why I'm unable to stream later. But tomorrow I'm going to stream later definitely. I'm going to do the announcements and definitely gonna stream later. No doubt about that. Definitely my evening gonna stream, and Saturday, Wednesday I'm going to some. I have to check something. Need to go to the hospital on Wednesday. Grasso wins in rematch. I don't know whether they are going to set that rematch, but if that rematch is set, I hope we are going to see another dominant win of. Not going to say dominant, but I believe Grasso is going to win again. Like, yeah, I do have a feeling she's going to win again. I know, man. I just think Grasso is too tough. When it comes to toughness, Grasso is the emperor. Like she's having brutal level of toughness, and toughness matters, especially in those weight classes. Maybe Valentina wasn't having the greatest day in the office, but toughness matters. When people say toughness doesn't matter, toughness matters, and it matters a lot. It's probably the most important parameter when you're fighting in big organizations, big promotions. Toughness matters, guys. Hey, Kevin. You are right. Very stubborn and independent. Hey, Kevin. How you doing, my friend? Brandon Allen. Way to go for that call, man. I failed hardly on Muniz. Way to go on that call, man. Yes, I was thinking Muniz was gonna win pretty much easily, but Brandon Allen choked out the grappler. Yeah, Brandon Allen did a great job. He made it look easy. It was extremely. He used your prediction. Oh yeah, he did. That's a good one. He used your prediction. Yeah, he choked out Muniz. I was like thinking Muniz to win via submission, and Allen via submission was like I believe plus 1,000, or it was close to Fluffy Hernandez defeating Rodolfo Vieira via submission. It was nearly impossible. And Grasso via submission was plus 1,000, I believe, or plus 2,000. And she choked out Valentina Shevchenko. Like, whoever picked Grasso to win by submission, Matt actually picked her. I picked Muniz too by submission. I even put $5 on it. Sorry to hear that, man. So sorry to hear that. Matt V, he is appearing in this chat pretty much often. Matt V, he placed. I don't know how much he put on Alexa Grasso via submission, but he sent me the parlay. He won that parlay. He sent me that on Instagram, and that parlay was wow. It was just wow. It was just an amazing piece of parlay. I was like, way to go, man. It's really awesome. Slažem se sa tim, Grasso odlično. Yeah, he probably used the prediction. There is a chance that he used the prediction for that. And yeah, but he used my prediction in reverse direction. What a great victory by Brandon Allen, man. I didn't think he is that tough, man. I know that Brandon Allen is an all-around fighter, etc., but his level of toughness is amazing. It's just brutal. Never seen such a great level of toughness. And also Alexa Grasso, Brandon Allen, they're extremely tough, man. They can take tons of beating. Also, Glover Teixeira's toughness is amazing. The guy's got a chin. The guy's got a very serious chin. Pa da, nezgodno iz oba garda kad radi. My instincts was bet a whole bunch of money on Nickel and Gamrot parlay. I didn't follow through. For Nickel, I was sure he was going to win, but I didn't bet because the line was like minus 1400. That's why I didn't bet on Nickel. And I also gave prediction Gamrot to win, but I was not confident because Turner is very long. I didn't know where a split decision was going to go. Definitely believe Valentina gets the belt back. I hope so. I can only hope. Valentina hasn't lost a belt for a very long time, so I don't know how is she going to take this defeat. On social media, she is accepting the defeat pretty much okay, but these are social media. Only Valentina knows how she feels at the moment. Maybe she's feeling fine, maybe she's feeling horrible. We can't crack that. My instinct all day was Grasso to win screaming at me, and I still kept Valentina Shevchenko. I didn't bet on Valentina Shevchenko because first of all, I didn't like the line. That was problem number one. And problem number two was the fact that I was having a bad feeling, you know. I usually follow my instincts when I have a bad feeling, and for that I was really having a bad feeling. Only thing worries me about Valentina is she looked like she regressed in recent fights. Yeah, something happened to her. It's not that version of Valentina that destroyed Katlyn Chookagian. I mean, against Katlyn Chookagian, Valentina was in the best shape of her life, and something obviously happened to Valentina Shevchenko. I don't know what, but something obviously happened. and I hope she is going to look better in the days to come. Regressed. Sorry, I didn't understand. Regressed. Sorry. I thought you wrote digressed. Sorry, I didn't understand what you wrote. Sorry. Yeah. I get what you want to. I didn't understand. Yeah, you accidentally made a typing error. But we are going to see how Valentina is going to look. I don't know. When she returns inside the octagon, maybe she is going to look awesome. Maybe she is going to look horrible. I don't know. Fighting is life for Valentina. That's her life. She enjoys that life. That's what she chose. That is her fighting career. Her fighting career is life, and Valentina likes to fight. She likes to take part in combats, in battles, and the best ever Kyrgyzstani athlete, a long time champ. We'll see. I hope she's gonna have. I really hope she's gonna have a good time. Really hope she's gonna have a good time. In the future, maybe there is a chance she might reclaim the belt. It depends on who she fights next. If she fights Alexa Grasso again, it might be a problem, but if she fights someone else, then she might still stand a chance. You never know. I don't know what to think. You? She's getting older now. She's 34. It's harder to grab a belt back when you're 34. Valentina competed for the first time when she was at the age of 15, and that's one and only life she knows. No, she only knows to fight. That's the only thing she knows in her life, fighting. And she dedicated her whole life to fighting. So I do believe Valentina might actually bounce back sooner or later. Have you thought about adding StreamYard? Yes, I was thinking, but I mean, I'm talking to fans anyway, so it's like I was thinking about that, but like so far, maybe in the future I'm gonna add that. She came up in a generation where it was still illegal. She opened the door for women around the world. Yes, I know. I know she arrived at a hard time. She arrived. Women fight were legalized at the age of 2012, and back then, yeah, she joined UFC like when she was 26, I believe, or 27. So we'll see. Yeah, about StreamYard, maybe I'm gonna add it in the future. I'm currently, I wouldn't like to add a free version of StreamYard. If I add StreamYard, I'm gonna add paid version, and I'm at the moment pretty much low on funds. I live from paycheck to paycheck. I pay Fight Pass, I pay for those stuff, I pay my bills, pay for the food, pay for the car, and I literally live from paycheck to paycheck. So I'm not rich like Guru, unfortunately. But I'm not poor, but I'm not rich. I have enough money to survive, but that's it. I'm working 2 jobs right now. I can't work 3 because I'm injured. I can't ref now because my leg is horribly fucked up. So I cannot ref at the moment. But I hope I will be able to ref. Like, I hope I'm gonna recover in like 4 or 5 weeks. I don't know. I don't know, man. My Achilles tendon is badly fucked up. My calf muscle is torn. I can walk now, but I still cannot run. But thanks God, I can walk now pretty much normally. I'm feeling okay to some point. At least I'm gonna visit my coach. I'm gonna go to dojo, gonna visit my coach. I miss my mates. No, I really miss my mates. But as soon as I start something bad, the donation side that doesn't take as much money. Yeah, yeah, that's true. Maybe I'm gonna add it in the future. I will see. But right now, the only donations I'm receiving are super chats. Like I'm receiving super chats, and that's it. Like super chats, super thanks, and those things. That's fine to me. I know YouTube is taking 30%, but it's like if somebody wants to donate, I'm always eager for that. If somebody wants to become a member, I'm always eager for that. It's like trying to get into the spirit of things, and that's it. And sorry, because I didn't stream yesterday. Yesterday I passed out. For the second time in my life, I passed out yesterday, so that's why I didn't stream. I was thinking to do a long stream yesterday, but when I took a shower, something just, my leg buckled, I just passed out. So I had to rest yesterday, but today I'm feeling better. My health is better. I don't know what happened. Maybe I was just too tired. Got no idea. Maybe I was just too tired. Thanks for the suggestion. Any suggestion is pretty much appreciated. Jacob Grace. Bo Nickel first round submission, Gamrot by decision. I tried to tell you, chat. You were right. Ramos line too wide. Yes, it is pretty much wide. Pretty much wide. Lingo is not a guy to underestimate. Yes, you were right about Bo Nickel by first round submission. If I had to pick a method and prop, I actually listened to you. And Mateusz Gamrot, I picked Gamrot to win. If I had to pick a call, I picked a decision. If I had to pick something, like I didn't expect Gamrot to finish. Turner decision or submission, that's what I picked. And you were therefore right about Gamrot, but that split decision could have gone either way, and it scared the shit out of me, man. When the referee was raising hands, I was like 29-28 Gamrot, 29-28 Turner. And the third judge gives 29-28 for your winner by split decision, Mateusz, the gamer, Gamrot. Oh, thank you so much, Kevin. Thanks a lot, man. Keep up the grind, slav, bro. Keep up the grind, slav, bro. I will, my friend. That was crazy. It was a split. The judge was drunk. I don't know, man. To me, it was clean 2 rounds for Mateusz Gamrot. Really was clean 2 rounds for Mateusz Gamrot. I don't know how you scored it, but I gave 2-0. I actually gave 2-0 for Mateusz Gamrot. Sorry, 2-1. My mistake. Jolene Turner won 1 round. So I had it 29-28. I don't know how you scored it, but I'm just saying how I scored that round. I had it 3-0. I had 2-1, but I think it was clean victory for Mateusz the Gamer Gamrot. I really think it was a clean victory by Mateusz the Gamer Gamrot. Keep up the grind, Slav, bro. I will keep up the grind, man. Believe me, I will. I will grind even harder in the future because I have all the fans that are supporting me, that are giving me wings, that are showing support. I will keep grinding. And thanks to everybody who sent donations, super thanks, memberships. You are awesome, guys. I could be biased. Third was super close. I actually gave third round to Jolene Turner, but I gave first 2 rounds. First 2 rounds I gave to Gamrot, but I gave round 3 to Turner. But anyway, clean victory for Gamrot, if you know what I mean. Like, to me, it was clean 2-1. That's at least how I scored. Okay, 3-0. Listen, I can accept 3-0. I'll be honest. I can accept 3-0, but that round 3 was... I don't know. Depends on how you score. If you score more grappling, Gamrot gets you next. Man, I would love to see that fight. I would definitely love to see that fight. Gamrot versus Gaethje next. I would definitely love to see that fight, man. I think that fight would be epic. But let's see Gaethje. I think Gaethje is set to fight Fiziev, right? If I'm not mistaken. I think he is set to fight Fiziev. Vladimir, give me your best 2 underdogs for this week. Best 2 underdogs. Fiziev versus Gaethje gonna be fireworks. Okay, Kevin, I didn't make my picks yet, but I'm gonna tell you who I think is gonna win. Just give me 1 second. One is going to be Merab, and second is going to be... Man, I don't have the second. Oh, Greville is the underdog? Whoa, Greville is the underdog. Usman wins against Leon. Kevin, there you go, the answer. I didn't know Greville is the underdog. Why is Greville an underdog? Whoa, that is a pick and fight to me. Why is Greville an underdog? He has 50-50. And Merab is also, to me, 50-50. Jan is better striker. I'm not going to question Jan's striking, because Jan is definitely a better striker. But Merab is better chain wrestler, better cage controller, and it depends on how our judge is gonna score it, how our judge is gonna know which judge is going to score what, etc, etc. I can't see Jan losing 3 in a row for some reason. Oh, thank you, man. Thanks a lot, Roadrunner51. Thank you for doing other promotion predictions. I will keep doing that, man. I will keep grinding in the future. I will keep grinding, man. No, I will keep doing these promotions. LFA I will probably complete tomorrow or Wednesday, and I will also do bare knuckle. I will do everything I can. No, I'm not just typical. I mean, let's be honest. I love UFC. Okay, I'm not going to love. Usman wins against Leon in a rematch. Thank you. Yes. But I'm trying to be, how you say, I'm trying to be, what you say, an all around guy. I don't want to limit myself to the UFC because many people in UFC sometimes you have very tricky cards, like the upcoming one. You have the next card. For example, you have so many close fights. You have Tony Gravely versus Victor Henry, extremely close fight. Bruno Silva, Tyson Nam is unpredictable. Grant Asunsao, okay, line is fine. Canetti Bautista, okay. Ariane Lipski versus JJ Aldrich, that's like, okay, goes the distance probably. Williams Brzezski, I don't know, man. I just think Brzezski, I don't see Brzezski winning Williams. Turkalj Petrino, super close fight. Lingo Ramos, line is off. Romanov Volkov, it could go either way. There are many, many, many tricky fights to call. Merab Yan depends. Did you make your pick for Chad Mendes versus Eddie Alvarez yet? It's a bare knuckle, so I'm gonna go with Chad Mendes only because it's bare knuckle. If it was a UFC fight, I would go with Eddie Alvarez, but this is bare knuckle, right? In bare knuckle, Chad Mendes used to be one of the greatest boxers the world has ever seen in UFC. I know Conor McGregor knocked him out cold. I know because he slapped to this side and banged him with a big left. But Chad Mendes was constantly throwing 1-2, and McGregor used that, moved to this side, and unloaded the big left hand. So I do have a feeling that he is not going to make the same mistake over again. I'm telling, if it was a UFC fight, I would say Eddie Alvarez all day. The problem is this is bare knuckle. In bare knuckle, you must check who is better boxer. You must think about a better boxer, and the better boxer is definitively Chad Mendes. I'm not saying Eddie Alvarez sucks in boxing. Don't get me wrong. Against McGregor, he didn't do that bad. But Eddie Alvarez is a type of a fighter who based the majority of his game plan on exchanges, connections, transitions, toe-to-toe brawling. He was mixing it up. Bare knuckle as well, says Kevin from Chicago. I'm just saying Chad Mendes won the majority of his fights because of superior boxing. And Eddie Alvarez was mixing it up. That's what Eddie Alvarez was doing. He was mixing it up. Eddie Alvarez was not just a boxer, like, for example, John Lineker, like, for example, Chad Mendes. Alvarez was mixing it up, and that's why I'm a bit worried. Alvarez has taken a lot of damage in his career. I'm worried he'll get KO'd badly. Yes, Alvarez also competed at ONE FC. And at ONE FC, he pretty took some serious amount of damage. So I'm having a feeling he might have CT so far. That's exactly what I wanted to say. What are your thoughts on Ricardo Ramos versus Austin Lingo? David Grant versus Rafael Sunsao. David Grant versus Rafael Sunsao, side call Grant to win. But I think fight would go over 1.5. But I do have a feeling that David Grant is going to win that one. Ricardo Ramos versus Austin Lingo. I think Austin Lingo has good chance for the upset, especially in the later rounds. Ramos is not known for the greatest cardio in the world. Austin Lingo, you've seen what he did against Luis Saldana. I mean, he lost round 1, and then his toughness led him to a victory in rounds 2 and 3. So Austin Lingo is not going to get tired. I think line is a bit off in that fight. I'm not brave enough to bet on Lingo. I don't think I'm going to bet on Lingo, but I'm giving him like 45% to win. I don't think line is pretty much on point in that fight. I would gladly go with fight starts round 3. I've never seen Austin Lingo fight. How many times has he competed in the UFC? I was watching his fight against Luis Saldana. I don't remember. Was it twice? Somebody correct me, please. I was watching that fight against Luis Saldana. I remember very well. He took some serious amount of damage. Ramos is -325, so they feel like he's shooting. No, he's not a shooting. You think BKFC card does good? $50 pay-per-view. $50 pay-per-view. $50 pay-per-view. That's a lot. No, that's a lot, man. I mean, in my state, you cannot buy bare knuckle card, but that's a lot. Like $50 pay-per-view, it's insanity, man. $50, are they insane? For bare knuckle, I was thinking for bare knuckle, you just install the app. You just install bare knuckle BKFC app. Unfortunately, in my state, it's not working yet, but they're saying Serbia will get access in this year. $50, man, it's too much. No, it's not. It's not worth that much. Like even when they were charging Power Slap, I was like, what the heck, man? You're charging Power Slap for what? Like Power Slap. I don't know. I've never watched Power Slap. I hate it. Ramos is the spinning elbow king. I know, but Austin Lingo defends spinning back elbows pretty much nicely. I feel like everyone just pirates all the BKFC fights. I don't know, man. I rarely watch BKFC. Very rarely. In my state, you can watch replays the next day. The next day, you can watch replays on Sports Channel, and that's how I watch it. I very, very rarely watch. Yeah, probably everyone is doing that. Probably everyone is doing that. I don't know. I'm not watching that. I have UFC on Fight Pass, and that's around it. For boxing, if I want to watch, I pay, and that's it. But I have Fight Pass like for ages, and also we have a local TV station that covers every single main card of UFC. So I pay them $40, and I pay UFC on Fight Pass $10, and that's all I pay per month. But of course, sometimes when I want to pay for boxing, I pay additionally. BKFC come into the chats for the live streamers. It's crazy. Really? I don't know. Never been in a BKFC chat. I wish they had Fight Pass in America. We have to pay so much for the pay-per-view. So yeah, you have to pay for ESPN Plus. I know ESPN Plus and the ESPN Plus pay-per-view. I know. You have to pay a lot of money for that. But here I'm telling you, if you want to watch regular UFC event, you pay UFC on Fight Pass. If you want to watch, no BKFC would come on here if you have a few on live. Whoa. I didn't know that. Thanks for telling me that. Maybe I will never air a BKFC because of that. And also in my state, if you want to watch pay-per-view main card, you have two options. First is to buy it via UFC on Fight Pass. And the second option is to pay to your local TV station. And I'm paying to my local TV station. So anyway, the price is the same, literally. And good thing about local TV station, I can rewatch. I can literally rewatch whenever I want. So like that's a good thing. And basically it's the same. With UFC on Fight Pass, you can also rewatch. And the good thing about that TV station, they have BKFC for replay next day. So next day you can watch BKFC replays. And that's one of the reasons why I'm paying them. It's called Sport Club, that local TV station in Serbia. And that's like I pay $40 to them, and I pay $10 for UFC on Fight Pass. And if I want to pay something additional for boxing, I also pay, but it's not much. It's usually $10, $20. Depends. For example, Jake Paul versus who was he fighting? Tommy Fury. I had to pay additional $20. I want to rewatch the Shavkat Neal fight. Shavkat knees and elbows were so brutal. Oh yeah, they were amazing. They were amazing. Like I know in America you have to pay ESPN Plus. I know. I'm cooperating with them with the MMA hosts, so they are telling me that you have to pay ESPN Plus. Here you can pay here via UFC and Fight Pass. But yeah, it's pretty much how to say, prices are growing. I don't know, man. They are growing constantly. I mean, we are all working. I'm also working. Everybody is working, but prices are constantly growing. And this chat is really awesome. I'm so glad you're giving me donuts, and I'm so glad you're helping me. I really didn't know that like Tony Gravely is the underdog against Victor Henry. Hence, Victor Henry is a very unpredictable guy. I mean, let's be honest. Victor Henry is a very unpredictable guy. I've seen that he defeated Tony Barcelos, but at the end of the day, maybe it was just an inspiration. Gravely is a tough fighter for anybody. He can take a beating. He is very good in toe-to-toe exchanges, good in chain wrestling, good in changing position, excellent against the fence. It sucks they took PFL off ESPN Plus. They took it off. Oh shit, man. That's really shit. That's really big shit. What's the word with Petr Yan's friend that beat Victor Henry? I don't know. I honestly got no idea, man. Victor Henry is good. Gravely has crazy power. That should be a good one. To me, that's a 50-50 fight. To me, if you're asking me, Henry is good, Gravely is good. To me, that's a really 50-50. That's why I believe it's worth trying with the underdog, because I didn't know Gravely is plus 120. To me, it should be a pick, minus 110, minus 110. To me, it should be a pick. If you're asking me, that's a pure example of a pick 'em fight. The cleanest possible example of a pick 'em fight. Tomorrow I'm going to break down UFC, but I don't know exact time frame. I'm sorry, guys, but at the moment I don't know the exact time frame because I'm I have to write something tomorrow. I know it kind of sucks, but people are bringing up nickel groin shot. Did you see? Yes, I've actually seen that groin shot. I've actually seen that, but the referee didn't see that. I understand it was unintentional, but the ref should have seen that. I rewatched the fight. You can see it was a shot to the nuts. Unintentional, yes, but the referee made a mistake. I'm sorry. He made a mistake, man. Sorry to say, but he made a mistake, if you ask me. But okay, I mean, I'm not downgrading Bo Nickal's victory. Who was the ref in that fight? I have to see now. I forgot. Bo Nickel, Sherdogan. The ref was Kate Peterson. Kate Peterson. Yeah, on the Sherdog you can always see who was the ref. The ref was Kate Peterson. He made a mistake, let's be honest. Mistakes happen. You gotta keep fighting if the ref doesn't stop. It's still a low IQ move to stop fighting. I get that, Charles. That's okay. You got to continue fighting. That is true. But it was a mistake. Galotto versus Riddick Bowe, who has the worst has the worst groin shot combo you'll ever see. Galotto versus Riddick Bowe. I will take a look at that. Nickel would have subbed him either way. Probably yes, but it was unintentional groin kick, but I mean kick. It was knee, but it happened. It was not a kick, it was a knee, but happened. Crowd rats both fights. I have to check. So Galotto versus Riddick Bowe. I will check that after the stream is finished. I'll be live for 2 more minutes. I would gladly stay more, guys. I'm so sorry. I would stay more, but I need to work. I need to work on something. So I will continue making other predictions. So don't you even doubt about that. I want to help everybody. That is I'm not gonna lie. I'm horrible for myself, but I'm good for others. I'll try to help. I still can't believe how easy Jones finished Gane. Me neither, man. You're not the only one on that bandwagon. I also can't believe. It was an easy win, man. Easy squeezy. Easy win. Such an easy win, man. One of the easiest wins I've ever seen in my whole life. I was like, what the heck? I really said, what the heck, man? Is it really possible? Did it really happen? I was thinking Gane was gonna give him greater resistance, but at the end of the day, it seems like it didn't go well for Ciryl Gane. As soon as Jones dragged him to the ground, he didn't even try to defend from cage-seated position. Looked like a horrible piece of play. And I'm always trying to be honest, you know? I'm trying to be honest with the fans. Who do you think wins Shavkat versus Khamzat? 50-50 fight, but I think Shavkat stands the chance. I think Shavkat has the chance with his great grappling. I really do believe Shavkat has the chance. What do you say? I'll have to go now, guys. Sorry, but I have to work. I would stay more, but thank you so much for everything. You are the best. You are the most awesome crowd. Thanks for the donos. Thanks for supporting me. And yeah, I really enjoy Showcut fights. Great day, everyone. Tomorrow I'm streaming UFC announcements. I don't know exactly which time, but you will see me. Have a great day, everyone. Catch ya. Thanks for the donos.